Welcome
Hello, everyone.
back to the Real Ones podcast.
Real Ones podcast, yes.
Real Ones Podcast.
I'm Big T.
I'm Technomancer.
I'm Dr. Seuss.
Now, just to start things off, I want to say a big thank you to you guys for our reception, and that's all I have to say.
Yeah. I'd say that we're gonna peak this episode.
This
It's
is
gonna be it's gonna be bigger than the first one.
Mhm,
We're gonna go crazy this episode.
I can already feel
Yeah.
it.
Big things planned for this episode.
Good things.
I can already feel the demons coming inside of me.
Yeah. No, we don't want demons. No
Yeah.
demons in our house. Anyway, to kick things off, I think we should just jump right into this topic.
Yeah. So
Helen Keller.
Helen Keller. Yeah.
Keller.
Not real. Not real.
No. And I think all
She's
of us share
faking
this viewpoint. She is not real.
Yeah.
And
Not at all.
there's so much evidence to prove that she isn't real.
Oh, you're telling me a
It's honestly
blind deaf
astounding.
person flew a plane?
She flew an
Look.
airplane.
Yeah.
It says here.
A
it
Boeing
says here
747.
it says here on Alexa Answers at Amazon.com, which is by the 5G
Yeah.
government, right? That she flew a plane during World War II. Can you believe that?
I'm on real
I can't
people
believe that.
I'm
I
on
can't believe
real people facts right now. And right now, it's telling me she was in World War One. Can you believe that?
Wait, hold on.
And,
H-E-L-E-N.
and
5 letters in Helen.
And
5G.
World
Once
War
again.
Two. She was in both of the wars.
How is that possible?
She was blind and deaf, couldn't even say words, yet she was in World
She
War
flew
One,
a
World War
plane?
Two, and flew a plane. And now you're telling me she wrote 3 autobiographies? I don't
What?
Yeah. How do you get 3
3.
autobiographies?
Think of it. Three. I can't even write an autobiography. I don't even know if I'm literate.
Yeah.
Think
We
about
we have all of our senses. And she
In
can
fact,
just come in and do this.
Because think
It was
about
like
this.
3.
We are so abstained from 5G. Our senses are through the roof. Our senses are so
We
much
have
bigger.
enhanced.
And we can't even fly a plane. Think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, we're gonna think about not only that she is fake, but why she is fake. Why would they fake
Big
someone
T,
like Helen
Big
Keller?
T, I like to say something real quick. Helen. How many letters does that have?
6.
H-E-L-E-N. 5.
5 letters.
Keller,
Five.
Keller, K-E-L-L-A-R, subtract 1, that's 5, 5G.
5G. Think of it. It all wraps
I
back.
don't mean
It
to
all
be overbearing here.
spirals back.
I don't mean to be overbearing here, Technomancer,
Yeah.
but
I'm the math whiz.
Technomancer. And I'm the
you
thinker.
can't.
Big T. Big
And I'm-
thinker. I don't know if you knew that.
I'm Dr. Seuss.
Big T hinker.
Dr. Seuss. How many letters in Seuss? Not 5.
Nope.
Yeah,
Not at all.
there's 5.
No, but you add doctor, that's 7.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No,
Yeah.
Doctor is like. that's
No, you add the
6
DR,
letters.
that's 7.
It's not 5. Listen, how many times have you thought to yourself, this is too big to believe. This can't be real. Take that
You
number
know
of
all
times.
those. You
Think
know all
of
those
times.
towers.
Wow, this can't be real. Guess what? It isn't real. It's
You
never
know,
been
you
real.
know, Big T, Big T. You know those towers where that hold up the wires? You know how it looks like
No.
the Eiffel Tower?
I've never been to
Yeah.
Italy, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, me neither. But if you look at pictures of the towers that hold the wires and the Eiffel Tower,
Yes.
pretty much identical.
5.
I think
when
that
was
the-
the Eiffel Tower
Exactly.
built?
Eiffel Tower, I think it was built in 2005.
Yeah,
Gee.
that's right.
That is right. Because, thinking
Also-
back, was I born in 2005?
No.
Maybe.
Well, if you did, you weren't real.
Yeah.
That's how we know.
Yeah, no, I wasn't.
You're real.
I'm real.
Yeah.
Wasn't born in 2005. Think about it. I was born, and I'm gonna stick this fact. I was born in 1996. 1996. What else happened before 1996? Helen Keller. Guess what didn't happen before I existed? Anything. Nothing happens before you exist. We
Yeah.
were all born on the same date. That's how we know we're real. We were birthed by not a person, by trees. We all came out the canal of a tree. We all the bark, we came out covered in maple syrup. This is how we're real. Yes.
Water. How many
I don't
layers
think
does
so.
that have?
I
5.
think that they're
Yeah,
putting
5. Helen
chemicals.
Keller's first
water.
word was water.
I don't. Yeah.
5 words.
I think she's saying that there's
5G.
5G in the water.
As I mentioned last episode, I don't drink water. Listen, I drink only Dr. Pepper, and I think we can.
That's because he's a doctor. He has
Dr.
doctor in
Pepper's
his
the
name.
only pepper or doctor I need.
Mhm.
Dr. Soul? I don't
You-
think so.
All right.
Yeah,
Here's
who's
another-
Dr. Salt? He's no one.
Here's another conspiracy. Okay, not even a conspiracy. The truth. That's what it is. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Rosa Parks and Helen Keller are the same person.
Oh my god.
Really?
It all makes sense. Rosa Parks
Dead
tried to
ass.
sit in the front of the seat. A seat. Helen Keller tried
Plane.
to fly a plane in a seat. It all makes sense.
Yeah,
Once you start to think of these things more astrologically, it all makes sense.
they were
We're thinking
born
on
in
the third
same
dimension.
decade. You hear me? Same decade, right?
Mm-hmm,
And whenever Helen Keller went outside and she decided she could speak and listen and see, she did blackface. And then she decided
Oh my god.
it was
horrible.
just
That is
Listen.
outrageous.
I can say I've been speaking English, American all my life. I've been speaking all that since I was born. How does it take that long?
me, Technomancer, and Big T, we all took a Mexican class actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Really-
we can all
really
fluently
enlightened.
speak Mexican. Hola.
Yeah. Like I had a funny guy come in today. He said he spoke Spanish, like
Duna to empanadas.
Mexico.
Listen, Mexico is part of America's American, English. I think it's all perfectly making sense here.
Yeah.
Listen, all I'm saying, how does it take you that long to learn a language? I think it's because you're a robot. Robot taking information from everything. It takes you so long. Some people speak words. It'll take so long.
Whoa.
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 Canal?
How Canal?
16 IRS agents. I just escaped from Area 51.
Oh my god.
They tried to kill me with 5G radio waves. They're trying to stop the truth.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Shocking.
They're trying to stop the truth.
This truly is breaking news.
This is
Another
crazy.
real one. Another
This is
real one. Just
breaking
came on.
news.
But I have some stories from Area 51
Oh
about
my
the
god.
truth.
Oh wow.
Oh
While I was escaping, I saw a room with 16 clones of Joe Biden.
Joe Biden?
Oh Biden.
Oh my
Biden.
God.
5 letters. 5G.
The signs 5G clones on the top of the doorway.
They're
Do you know what
5G
this means?
clones. What does this
They're
mean?
using our president to transmit 5G waves to our brains to turn us into potatoes like Pol Pot used to do in Cambodia. And guess how many things are in Pol Pot? There's 6 letters in Pol Pot. 6 take away 1, that's 5. 5G.
5G.
5G. It all connects back to when man was created, to dinosaurs. How many letters are in dinosaurs? Probably 7. 7 minus 2. That's 5. 5G radio waves have been around since the dawn of time. They're trying to stop us.
Oh
They cannot stop us.
my.
When
God.
fish shed and turned to man, the 5G was already infecting them. You see,
Yeah.
we were
What
all
a
stored
babe.
in trees. We were born without the 5G. This is absolutely flabbergasting.
This
Hold on.
I'm moist right now.
How many letters are in the word boner?
5.
5.
Who here has a boner?
Not
Us.
me.
You are infected with 5G. 5 letters. 5G boner.
I have
Boner
erectile
goes
dysfunction.
5Gs. You cannot be infected with 5G. You are cleansed, my friend. You are cleansed in the eyes of the 5G no-getter lord.
erectile dysfunction was made by the thinkers, the real believers, the sun slappers. It was made
I
by
thought you
us.
were-
What?
Even if you're not ready for the day, it cannot always be night.
Canal.
Canal.
Yes, my good friend.
Are you safe? Are you safe from the government?
Has anything changed? Are you really you?
I'm safe for now, my friends, but I don't know.
Oh my god. We'll have to
These
do a
goddamn
cleanser
liberals.
test. We'll have to do
Those
a test.
damn
And
liberals. You know what really grinds my gears, guys?
What grinds your gears?
What?
Stephen Hawking's.
Hawking.
How was Stephen Hawking so smart, yet he was a fucking potato?
He can't
Okay?
live.
How?
You're telling
he
me?
was not.
Listen,
Oh.
wait.
Hawking's-
Big theory discovered. Big theory. Listen to me. He's a mathematician.
listening.
What do mathematicians do? They write equations on board. How could he write
No,
any
has
equations on the
numbers.
board if he has no arms?
I mean, he has arms, Big T, but he just can't use them.
Yeah.
What?
He can't even
Is-
move his face.
Also, he's a mathematician. You know what else? You know what has to do with math? Numbers. You know what else is a number? 5.
This is actually like astonishing.
Stephen Hawking's belongs to a group of people who the government made up. For example, Stephen Hawking,
See,
Helen Keller,
the gov-
Anne Frank, MLK. They were all created fictional characters by the government.
See, the
We
reason
tried
why.
to take
Listen.
this leap forward in society, and we're not. Because they're all joining together. The
New
Russian
theory
government,
discovered.
the Taiwan government, the Zimbabwe government, the American government, they're all here to get 5G
New
in our brains to turn us into fucking
Theory
potatoes.
discovered. New theory discovered. See, Stephen Hawking. Listen.
Mm-hmm.
The technology was not advanced enough at the time where he was born. He was born so long ago. So long ago.
It was in here. I have the statistics here.
Mhm,
All right.
mhm.
He was born in 1853, before the first car.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
That's
Box.
hornswoggling.
That's crazy.
Boxed mac and cheese did not even exist. Can you even imagine that?
I can't imagine a
I
world
can't.
without mac and cheese.
I'd probably kill myself, man. I need the mac and cheese
Imagining
to
a
survive.
world without Wacky Mac is imagining a world without happiness. A world without love. Listen.
World
I'm
without
not old
society.
enough. I'm not old enough to be Stephen Hawking. But you know what I can say?
What?
I love mac and cheese.
You guys love you do like Arby's, right?
No.
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 Good.
No.
Okay.
Nobody likes Arby's.
Arby's has the consistency of like a
Mush.
roast beef sandwich stuffed like in mud, stomped on by a big
Arby's?
metal boot.
Arby's has the consistency of a meatloaf, right? A meatloaf, but it's like dry aged. You know what dry aged is?
Yeah.
When you like just like aged meat in like a
Honestly,
freezer.
when I first got an Arby's, I actually thought it was just slop, like pig slop. I didn't even. I thought they got my order wrong. Like, it was actually crazy. I was thinking.
So we can conclude that only special needs people like Arby's, right?
That is true.
How
Yep.
how many letters are in Arby's?
6.
There are actually 5 letters in the word Arby's.
Oh,
Big T,
yeah.
are you okay? You're not doing a whole lot of thinking this time.
Who?
Is there any
You know what also has?
us to believe
You
that
know what
Arby's
also has 6 letters?
What?
Gritty.
That is true.
I'm currently hitting the gritty.
know who does the gritty?
train.
Listen, the other week I watched John Wick. Now, when you think of John Wick, what do you think? You think of an awesome guy. He kills people with pencils. He's fighting for his dog. See, and I think that is a representation of us, the real ones, fighting for people who are littler than us, fighting for the people who will be bigger than us, who will be
Also-
even more real than us. That's why I take inspiration from John Wick.
Personally,
Mhm.
I take suspicion from the fact that he fights for his dogs. I fight for my dogs every day, which are the
Yeah.
other real ones.
My
Technomancer.
My grippers.
Big T and Canal. Fighting
Yeah.
for my dogs.
Yup. I fight. Listen, and it's not limited to dogs. I fight for cats. I don't fight for squirrels, which we'll get on, but I do fight for
Wait,
rabbits.
No, Big T. I agree with you on the squirrels thing. How are they able to touch the electrical wires without getting electrocuted?
Squirrels, they live in
Same-
slow motion. They live in fast
Same
motion. They
things with birds. Birds aren't real. They're
birds.
drones.
We'll get on birds. We're talking about squirrels.
Squirrels?
They spy on you. They've polluted America. They everywhere you look you'll see a squirrel, and they move so fast. And you know what they like? Nuts. What's up with nuts? Think about that. I don't eat nuts.
Squirrels are programmed by the government.
They're
Okay, and
little
here's why.
robots.
Those power lines are filled with 5G transmitters.
They
Yeah.
get their
Yes.
power from
Transmitting
the 5G.
into our house.
And
Right.
It's just like my cat. He eats all the power outlets.
if
Why?
he wants to
Because he
get rid
loves
of it.
5G.
Listen. When you think of birds, we're on birds now. Where do they stay? Electrical wire. They're robots. They get the power from the 5G, and then they fly away. Riddle me this. Have you ever seen a baby bird?
Yes,
No.
actually, I have.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. Well,
I
No,
do.
they're always dead. They're always dead.
yeah,
You're
see,
wrong.
they're always dead. Okay, but have you
They're
no.
dead.
Robots
Have you ever
can't
seen
die.
a baby bird being birthed? Being birthed? Being
No.
birthed? No.
Oh wait, yeah. How does a bird poop out that egg? It's far too large.
I think that's something called a cloaca. And do humans
You
have
should
a
ask Al
cloaca?
Canal about that.
Yeah.
What's your experience
Me?
with butt plug?
My
Did they probe
experience
you in Area
with
51?
to hold me hostage into Area 51, they needed to probe my anus.
That is
Now
so
I
upsetting.
know. Now I know from past experience, not relating to getting my ass probed, that the human anus can stretch out to 8 inches. Correct?
Do you know what else
Correct.
is 8 inches?
My giant.
The letter
horse-
5.
No, it's
Okay,
raccoons.
but
It's
now,
a raccoon.
but now hold.
You can fit 2 raccoons in your booty
No,
at
just
once.
one. Just one. When you
No.
listen,
If you really
if
want.
you
What if I
sleep-
really wanted to?
listen?
What if I really wanted to?
I've done it before.
I sleep
you
on
can.
the floor. I sleep on the floor every night. Because if you sleep on a bed, the raccoons will crawl onto your bed under the covers and make their way into your rectum, and then they'll explode with all their 5G. Listen, but if you sleep on the floor, they can't do that. Sleep on the floor, it's hard as a rock. They hate that.
Yeah, they don't want to crawl on that.
Sometimes, if I'm feeling real spicy, I'll put some leaves under my head, but that's about it.
Okay.
I'm one
All
with
right,
the
I think
forest.
it's just about time for
No.
our.
No.
20-minute
Hold
brain
on.
break.
Hold on a second, please. Seuss, I have one more thing to say. If the human anus can probe out to 8 inches, and a full-fledged bird is 4 inches, and the egg looks 5 inches, how does
I
it
don't-
give birth?
Oh my god.
5 inches, 5G. It all relates back to the main source of this world. This government trying to kill us.
All right. I think it's time for our commercial break, or big brain break. And
Well,
have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back from our 20-minute think break. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Now, let's get on to the topic at hand that I think is most pressing. A little story. We love to tell stories. Now, the story we want to tell happened on the looming night of Black Friday. Black Friday is what I think insane. Now, I think we should hand this off to Technomancer to tell our first story of what happened on Black Friday. Take it away.
So I was in the Target, right? That's the Target. You go for your Target, for your Target items. all that and all that stuff. I was in there, right? I was at the gate. It was like a mosh pit. Everyone was banging. Everyone was like acting like animals, like "Rrr, rrr, 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 rrr," trying to get in. I was just like sitting there. I was plotting. I was thinking of my path. See, I got into the security camera footage just so I could see the layout of the target. That the gates open. Oh my god. The floodgates just opened up and everyone just came pouring in. Elderly woman getting elbowed in the face and started coughing up blood, and babies are crying. And then the women are screaming, and the men are just taking things off the shelves and smashing them over each other's heads. I was there, slithering through the crowd, watching and lurking, looking for my item. What was my item, you may ask? A nice Mario Lego set. Why, you
Ooh.
ask? Why?
That's a good
That's a
Why?
big question. Why? It's
Why?
because
Ooh,
I wanna, with all those bricks, I can maybe build a wall, a little box, a little anti 5G box. All those bricks. Buy a couple Lego sets with all the bricks. Build a box. Nice big bunker of Lego bricks to protect myself. And what else was after? Well, everyone else was going for the PS5, new Xbox, Nintendo Switch OLED. I was trying to also stock up on some Dr. Pepper.
Dr.
But
Pepper.
with Target, they screwed me over, man.
Why?
They fucked me over, man. I couldn't get no Dr. Pepper. I was fucked up. I had to get the Dr. Perky.
The Dr.
So it's
Perky? That
Are you
reminds me.
fucked up in the crib drinking Dr.
I
Perky?
was, yeah. When I got back, I was fucked up in the crib, but drinking Dr. Perky. That's all I
Really?
had while I was building at my bunker.
That reminds me.
It's like, oh, do you have any food? Yeah. No, what I was eating? Nice
Raisins.
raw liver.
Oh, liver.
Like
You know,
the
I
Liver
only-
King.
Liver
Mhm.
King? He doesn't need technology. He doesn't need that 5G. He just needs nature. He just needs outside. No, I started to run like him, started to walk like him, started to talk like him. Not even talk like him, but think like him. Think like a primal. Think like an alpha male. That's what I did. So I just grabbed all the raw liver I could, sat there, building my bunker while eating raw liver. It was gross at first, and then I got used to it. Started thinking of, maybe if I dip my raw liver into the Dr. Perky, maybe it'll taste better. I did. Great. Then finished the bunker, ate all my raw liver, and I was a king. Felt like a king. That's the end of my story.
That was a great story.
That was a great story.
It reminded me of the time that I was in Sam's Club during Black Friday.
Oh my god.
Right. That place
Not
is a
good.
nightmare for white, middle-aged dads. Especially mine, Brian. So it was a faithful
Black Friday.
Sunday afternoon. Nope. It was a faithful Sunday afternoon,
Okay.
and I was getting ready for Black Friday. And then when Black Friday came, I went there with my dad. And when the gates opened, because Sam's Club, they have gates, they had so many things there. I wanted a bag of chips. That's all I was looking for. Like people on pawn stores, they really like want stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, like that. That was me. That was me at the moment. So I was feeling all happy, and I saw my dad fighting a guy for another TV, and it had it was a 5-inch TV. So I was like, Dad, stop.
5?
5 inches is like 5G. You need to stop. Stop it. Okay? So, and then he stopped and he gave the guy the 5-inch TV. And then he immediately, like the other guy, he immediately got disintegrated by the government for giving into the 5G.
Wow.
That's my story. And
Wow.
it was very emotional.
I have to say, a 5-inch TV. That's a large TV. Very large TV. I can't believe you even were able to snag one.
Yeah, it's so big.
Yeah.
It has a lot of great channels.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you
Alright.
said.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Shut
Sure.
up. All
Shut
right.
up. Shut up.
I'm gonna
Guys,
rate
guys,
All
this.
right,
guys!
all right.
What
You know
that's
what?
what the 5G is doing to us. It's causing discourse in the group.
Yeah. You know what will resolve this
Yeah.
discourse? I think
Nice story.
is a
Another
little
story.
story from a guy named
Big
Big
T.
T from me. Now this also happened at Black Friday, and I decided to make my way to Walmart. When I went into Walmart, I was looking for a specific item. This specific item I hold dear to me. It's a lava lamp. But not just any lava lamp. The XL Ultra Mega Super Hot Lava Lamp by Costco. But it was in a Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
This
Real.
lava lamp I've been looking for my whole life. And it just so happens to have it. This Walmart. I thought nothing of it. It wasn't that big. I was determined to get my lava lamp. So I stepped my way in line. And I waited until midnight struck on Black Friday. The doors rushed open. I walked my way in there, which was my first mistake. I wasn't supposed to walk, I was supposed to run. I, unfortunately, got trampled. I fell on the floor and I could feel the feet of angry white women on top of me. Gah, 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 all over me. I was dying. Gah, gah, gah. They were trampling all over me. I couldn't even feel myself. I felt like I was dying, because I was. It was all I could think about. Eventually, it subsided, but by then I was already at the back of the line. Everyone had made their way to the lava lamps. I could barely pick myself up, but I was determined. I crawled my way. I limped my way over to the lava lamp section. I walked, and it felt like miles. And when I finally made my way over there was one perfect lava lamp ready for me. It was almost like a scene from a movie. I went over to grab it, but just then I got bumped, and I accidentally knocked the lava lamp over. It shattered across the floor. The shatter, it broke my mind. My mind went blank. Everything started to go black. It was truly the worst pain I've ever experienced. I started to get dizzy. No, how could this happen? How could this be? Who pushed me over? I looked over, and it was Hillary Clinton. Hillary. She knocked my lava lamp over. She made me knock the lava lamp over, which means she knocked the lava lamp over. I had to get revenge. And I remembered, wait, I'm in a Walmart. I'm in a Walmart. You know what they sell at Walmart? Guns. I walked my way. I walked and I walked. I walked. It wouldn't run. You're not supposed to run in a store. I walked my way over to the gun section, and I profoundly said, "One gun, please." And then they said, "Okay," because I live in America. They gave me my gun, and I knew what I had to do with it. I once again strided my way over, back to Hillary Clinton. I pointed my gun at her. And just as I was about to pull the trigger, she turned her head and said, "Hello, Americans." It wasn't Hillary Clinton at all. It was Barack Obama. And then I was like,
Oh my god.
"Oh my god, I love you."
I'm losing my mind.
I immediately dropped my gun. And I went over and I was like, "Please, I'm so sorry. I love you, Barack Obama." He said,
My
"I
life
love
is a
you
lie.
too. I love you too, fellow American." And he reached down his butt crack and he pulled out another lava lamp. He told me, "I was planning on giving this to my wife, Michelle, but seeing your bravery in that act, I know I just had to give it to you." I got it. I got the lava lamp. I went over to the checkout site. I checked out. I paid my money. It was only $20. I checked out. I made my way outside the Walmart. I was gleaming, and just as I was about to walk home, Obama stepped out of the Walmart. He walked up to me and said, "You know, I'm really proud of you, and I want you to use that lava lamp right in front of me. I want to see what good it would have done." And I said, "Okay, Mr. Obama." I cracked it open. I unscrewed the cap and I just started chugging the lava lamp. It went all down my throat. It was the most blissful feeling in my entire life. There was so much lava and so much lamp. It was truly an act of bliss. And he looked up to me and he said, "You truly are an American." And he kissed me right on my lips. That's all.
That was quite the story, Big T, but you know, that kind of reminds me of a story I had on my past Black Friday in H Mart.
Oh, wow.
So first of all, you are probably asking yourself, what sales could an Asian supermarket have on Black Friday?
I know.
They didn't.
That's what I'm thinking.
They didn't.
They don't even know what Black Friday is.
Yeah.
Exactly. There in Asia, it's just complete fucking chaos.
Mhm.
But whatever. I was shopping in the H Mart for some sardines and shrimp. Right?
Yeah.
Yo, you can't just like make fun of an entire community.
I'm gonna pause again.
Okay, Big T, that was a very interesting story.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very nice. So that does reminds me of my past Black Friday in Kmart. Okay.
Oh, do tell.
Now Kmart had some excellent sales on bicycles. Okay.
Oh.
Now, if you know me, you know I love to bike ride everywhere I go.
I do know that.
I think you mean bicycling.
Thank you.
He loves to bicycling.
I do love to go
Loves to
bicycling. Okay, so anyways, so back to my story, please. As I was approaching the area, he was fucking drinking. All right, Big T. Shut the fuck up. All right, Big T. That was a great story. Okay,
Thank you.
immaculate story. So
Thank you.
that kind of reminds me of my Black Friday in Kmart, right?
Oh.
Now I love to go bicycling, right?
Wow.
So as I entered the Kmart, to my left I see Little Caesar's Pizza,
Oh.
and straight down the middle I see the bikes. Okay, I was on a 30-minute time interval. So I had to choose. Do I get warm and juicy, just puffy pizza to fulfill me? Or do I buy a bicycle that's going to last me a single day?
It's a tough decision.
That is a tough decision.
I decided to split my body in half. Half of it gets pizza. Half of it gets the bike.
Oh my
Now,
god.
how did that work out?
Yeah.
How did you do that?
As I was in the process of sawing myself down the middle,
You had a bandsaw
Right.
on you?
I do carry those on me. It's a weird story for another day.
Okay.
I was cutting myself scalp to my feet, all right? And suddenly I hear screams of terror for some reason, complete screeching from a 5-year-old girl.
That's weird.
So I'm like, what is this bitch doing? So I'll go to her and I say, "Hey, child, why are you screaming?" And she just passes out. I don't know why.
Maybe she's
All right, so-
programmed by the government.
You're such a good-hearted soul.
Perhaps she is. Okay? I'm just trying to look out for her, but whatever. Okay? So as I keep on sawing, I finally finish, right? I finish.
Okay.
5 minutes later, as a single half of me is getting pizza and the bike, a full SWAT team shows up, and I'm
Oh,
like,
wow.
why is this here?
Sounds like the government.
Long story short, I outran them for 16 days.
Wow.
Why
Did
are
you
they
run
after
or did
you?
you use your bike?
I did use the bike, but then it broke in a day, so I had to
Oh,
run.
no.
What happened to the other half of you? Did the other half of you get away?
Did you just like back together?
Was it like doodle bump?
While hiding, I stapled myself.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Quite the quickening, if you ask me.
Just like I staple my
But,
penis
but,
stuff.
but, after the 16th day of running, the government catched me. They caught me,
Oh
And-
my god.
and they took me back to Area 51, which
Oh.
is why I was absent.
Oh,
That is
That's
quite
crazy.
the compelling story.
Makes so much sense.
yeah, that's like perfect.
Yeah, that I did not. Wow.
That's actually completely in your character.
And my my endeavors on both times trying to run away were quite an experience. But I will save that for another day.
You know, I feel like that's justified. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now that we've
Thank you.
all told our stories, I think it's nice that we should take another 20-minute break. You know, collect ourselves,
Yeah,
And-
collect your thoughts.
get our
You
thoughts.
know-
Alright guys, welcome back from our 20-minute break. I hope you had a good time, and I can assure to you all that all of our minds are thoroughly endorsed.
You know, I like to take the time to talk about everyone and their winnings, hopefully winnings, and No Poop July.
Yeah.
Personally, I think I passed with flying colors. I want to hear how you guys did.
I flew through No Poop July. I really feel like no problems arised.
If we're being honest here, I think I passed. It's a matter of philosophy and what defines pooping. Okay, is it fecal matter or is it the fact that it comes out of your butt?
That's a contested subject.
So when I threw up, there was a little bit of poop in there. So I had a really hard time determining it.
Listen,
And-
who
And,
can,
you know, there's a little bit of blood in there too, but my doctor said that was fine. If you're holding in all that poop for a month,
listen,
it was really emotional at the time, and
listen,
it was heartbreaking. But what do you guys think?
listen.
I
How
was
could we
kind of
tell that was poop?
Yeah, how do we know if it was like some
brown.
beans?
It was brown, and it
Could have
smelled
been
like
chocolate.
parts.
okay.
Could have been chocolate.
Al Canal. Let's
Seuss,
Al
Seuss,
Canal. I heard you say.
I was kind of in the same boat as you, as all the poop in my stomach got too much and I blew it up. I blew up. All the poop, it just came out of my stomach.
You blew up.
Kablam, kapow, kaboom, and poop it flying, and my fucking stomach was
Okay.
in shreds as I blew up.
I do think that does not count as a pass. I think that you did technically poop, but whatever. I'm not the chief of poop. Now,
I blew it up.
the reason I have a problem with No Poop July is, when is the grounds for you to poop? When is No Poop July over? Do you poop
And then
on
what
July
is-
31st? Do you poop on August 1st? Because
Yeah,
if you
because
poop,
then No Poop August
No
starts.
Poop August starts. What is the time in between? And I think that should be said.
You just don't poop. You keep.
No, but that's
No,
unfair
you-
because if you win one and you want to win the other, how are you gonna do that? How are you
That-
gonna go for two?
You do it.
That
in
is
the
No
mili-
Poop 2022, and I can say, I think for all of us, that none of us are up to the challenge of No Poop 22, the absolute marathon, the elites of our
Actually.
society that can pull off that, honestly, that insane feat. I think
I
know,
all of
have
us-
I
I have a confession.
I think we need to engage with the audience a little bit more. So if you manage, or if you want to try,
comment down below in the comment section down below. Tell us about
Please.
your No Poop July experience, and if you're in the future, maybe tell us about all the other months. What month are you in right now? How is No Poop
Or-
whatever for you?
or if you're one of the brave ones that can surpass No Poop 2022 over 2023, then be our guest.
Be our guest.
No poop.
Comment down below. Give us a little type down. Maybe give us some pointers. Maybe we're just not
Or a little
experts.
taste.
We're
Yeah.
horsing around.
Horsing around.
Yeah. Lollygagging, if you will.
Lugging. Yes. Anyways, continuing on the topic of No Poop July, I wanted to talk.
I feel you need to poop in that second where the time changes to 12 o'clock to August 1st.
But does that time even exist? That's still August 1st, or depending on when the bowl.
Well,
There's
And
no
when
in
is that
between
even
date.
considered a poop? Is it when
Yeah.
the
Time?
poop exits your anus? Is it when you try
Time?
your first push? Is it when it hits the water? What considers as when you poop?
Which
Say-
That's a
then
good point.
which then does make defining if some of us lost or if we really won.
I go by the rules of August 1st. When the clock strikes for August 1st, I let my bowels out, and I continue that. So it's a continuous strand. Something funny.
I feel
I think he's just getting emotional.
Honestly, yeah.
I-
If you lose No Poop July, I can really understand that. It's a permanent mark.
It's
on
like
your
it's
record.
like one of the shortest months. Like for February, that's like
Oh.
nothing.
February.
Yeah,
Is a
February, No Poop
cakewalk.
February, yeah, No Poop February. If you
What-
lose No Poop February, what the fuck are you even doing?
You gotta train
Especially
more,
because
man.
it's
Yeah, you gotta
especially because it's Black Heritage Month.
Yes. Listen,
what does race have to do with this?
listen.
Seuss.
Oh, I'm just saying during such a great month of the year.
I heard of
Yeah.
a little game that's going around, and it's called competitive No Poop whatever month. We'll just say July for the sake of convenience. Competitive No Poop July. It's a little game that you can have with 2 or more people, and it's where you try and get the others to poop, and if you get them to poop, you win. And whoever goes without pooping the longest wins. So some of the tactics you might use is feed them a lot of food.
beans.
Yeah, beans.
Oh, you know what they say?
Put a laxative in their drink.
Big T, you know what they say during these months?
What do they say?
What?
Never trust a fart.
That's,
I'm so
Feel-
sorry. That was so emotional.
Because if you fart and you're in your prime, doing great in the month,
that's such
You
a good
fart.
saying.
have that little
Oh.
fart. You have that little fart that wants to come out. It's trickling out. You trust it. It ends up to be a big.
You guys ever
big
want
Hershey
to
squirt.
fart? You guys ever just want to fart and then it's like it kind of burns?
Yeah, it's
Like,
too hot.
It's on its way out, but like burns, and you don't want it to get out.
You know, I've lost many a no poop whatevers due to trusting a fart.
Yeah, I think we all have.
And it's really sad when you lose. It's
But-
honestly the shock you get when you lose. It's
But it
comparable
is-
to death.
Because like,
But
how
it is
can
good to
how
learn
can
from
something as
experience.
innocent as a fart betray you like that?
Yeah, I've trusted farts all my life. Like hell, you could talk to anyone I know. I love farts.
I have this little story,
Mhm.
a little mini story.
Okay.
When I was little, I was playing on my Wii. I was sick, feeling ill, feeling down. My dad took me to GameStop and we bought Kirby Epic Yarn. I was playing that on my Wii, having such a grand time. I was sitting on the floor with a bunch of blankets, very sick. Then I trusted a fart. Poop came out. I was like, feels kind of wet down there. So I put my hand down there. Then when I lifted my hand up, the horror, there's poop all over my hand, poop in my jammies, on my hand, poop leaking through my pants, everywhere.
How
Then
did that make you
It's a
feel?
very emotional story.
maybe
I
feel
had-
devastated.
I
have another story just like that with my uncle Jeff. So I was visiting him up in Syracuse when I was 5, and he's a funny guy. So he taught me how to fake burp, and I was just sitting there playing Halo with him, and he taught me to fake burp. I just kept doing it and doing it. I was just so in love with it, and he said stop or you're gonna throw up. That's why you don't fake. That's why you don't hear people fake burping all the time. Like they're gonna throw up. And then I didn't hear him because I was like 5. You don't grow ears until you're like 6 or something.
Yeah.
And
Relatable.
Sorry, I threw it up everywhere.
Oh no.
No.
Now, how did this affect? How does this affect your future as a growing human being in our
Big T,
society?
bleep that out. Bleep that out. Bleep that out. You're supposed to use our code names here. How can I?
Oh,
I didn't say his name. I didn't
so
say.
insensitive.
I didn't say his name.
hold on.
I've gone to 10 years of therapy because of that.
Yeah.
Just because I threw it up everywhere.
Okay. Since we're talking about all down in the dumps, I wanted to give a little story, little story that's meant to uplift us all. Now, I will say it is a bit of a downer at the start, but it comes back up. Back when I was real young, before I competed in No Poop 2020, 2021, all the months, No Poop months, I used to have shit stains all on my drawers. Every single one.
I'm sorry.
It's so emotional, but it was lined. Every single underwear, all the stains, it all comes back to you. I used to wipe. I'd switch every day, but nothing would solve it. I'd use baby wipes. Nothing would solve it.
Oh.
But
You guys remember when your parents would take you to Toys R Us and your butthole was really itchy?
Yeah, I do remember that. But to finish my story, real quick. Once I started doing No Poop July, I noticed, since I'm not pooping, no stains. And yeah, there is an occasional stain when you forget to do it that one time. But, it's greatly repaired my stance with my underwear. And I feel like I can attest to us all, we do not have to deal with wiping nearly as much anymore. And I think that's really beautiful. Once you try to defy the system, we already talked about wiping. We already talked about how bad the image that creates. But I think us not conforming to societies, all 4 of us, that's really, really beautiful.
Oh, I thought I'd bring something up. Something I was too shy to bring up last episode, but now I'm actually proud of it. A little while back, on vacation, right? How to use toilet paper, and all the horrors. It just tear it on my butt. It was like gripping my sphincter, yanking on it. Just didn't want to let go. It hurt, so I stopped wiping. And then when I stopped wiping, it got itchy. When I pull my pants back up, and then I started itching through the underwear. Then when I took off my shorts and my underwear to get dressed into my pajamas, there's a nice little brown skid mark waiting to say hello.
Oh no! Oh,
I was so embarrassed because what does everyone think? There's poopy underwear. That's not a kid's. That's not a little kid's underwear. That's a grown man's underwear.
Mm-hmm. I can't.
I had to bear that burden ever since that day.
I wear women underwear, so.
I do not wish the use of toilet paper out.
Oh my god,
my worst enemy.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the worst
Big
experiences.
T,
Big
T, that is so samesies. It handles my grundle so nicely.
That's one of my favorite parts. It's so perfectly. They might be a little more expensive, but I feel like it's made with care. It's really made for the consumer. And,
let's just say, it's like
FedEx
for my package.
Uh-huh.
No, but FedEx, they always throw your packages at your door, and it's
It's
like, oh,
the UPS.
Whatever.
It's the UPS for my package.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just got. Dude, my
Is it okay
my
over there?
grundle has been so happy since I switched to women's underwear.
Yeah.
You know, also
Really
helps
felt
that tampy pads.
Yeah.
And dude, baby powder.
You know,
Mm.
actually, I feel like I've fully transitioned to women's based items. Whenever I go to a pool, I wear women's tops and bottoms. It just makes me feel
I'm
more
worth
real.
Baby powder. It's like crack for your butt. You know,
Uh-huh.
if you do a certain technique, you lather your butt in baby powder, and you just kind of arch your back, do some
Yeah.
movements while trying to fart, and then eventually it just like sucks in some air your butt.
Uh-huh.
So then you're just like in a way snorting in the baby powder.
You know, the way that baby powder is made out of babies, it really comforts me. You know, it comforts me to know that it's man-made. I want to loop back around to the pool situation because everyone talks about how everyone pees in the pool. Everyone pees in the pool. Everyone, even little children, they pee in the pool. Old people, they pee in the pool. Everyone pees in the pool, but no one has the courage like me to poop in the pool. I poop in the pool, and they give you a whole. They empty out the whole park for you. They do that all for you. When you poop in the pool and you're chilling, you have it all to yourself, and you don't have to get out. It's honestly, like, world changing once you start to find that, like, little secret, little life hack, if you will.
All this water talk reminds me of like when you're at the beach, you go in the water. It's like, oh, it's so cold. Why didn't we just go to the pool?
Uh-huh.
It's like you know what? I know how to make this more warm. Just let out a little bit of a tinkle. It's like a hot tub.
Yeah, it really
Sure.
is, and
Yeah.
especially because my pee boils, it bubbles. Like it really emulates the feel of a hot tub with all the bubbling.
Yeah. Sure, it might smell a little bit, but hey, if someone else smells it, you just say, "Oh, it's fish."
It
It's just
reminds
the fish smell of the sea.
It reminds me of my ultimate dream, which is to bathe in a KFC deep fryer. You know, the way
Whoa.
all the bubbles come out. And I'm actually really envious of rats. The way they often
You
get
know-
in there and get their little tummy all a little juiced up.
No, I was actually the kid who shut down the town pool, but I pooped in one of those water jets that keeps the water fresh.
Uh-huh.
They just shut down the whole pool
They shut down the whole pool
for a week.
for a
That's a
week.
fair. It's a
Just
very
'cause it was so-
serious
It was
accusation.
so like, I ate corn the night before, so it was like, there's
Hmm.
so
Little snack,
much of it.
little snack.
Yeah.
Can we get proof of the corn? I don't believe you.
Alcohol is very inappropriate.
As members of the same group, we're supposed to trust in each other. We trusted you when you said you split yourself in half with a saw and then stapled yourself back together after running away from the FBI on a bicycle.
I think that's mad cap. No cap, bussin'.
Listen, the real ones are founded by trust. And if we can't
Exactly.
trust each other, I don't know if we're even real anymore. I'm sorry, I just had to say it.
I think Big T has a good point.
I think
We need
all
to trust.
have to trust
I
each
am-
other a little more. I do trust
I
that
am-
you pooped in the pool freshener. I do trust that you cut yourself in half. And I feel like that's something we take to our hearts. The fact that we can share these stories with each other, knowing that we trust what the other person is saying, knowing that this is something that we can bond with, something that we know, just spill our truths, when things like the government and Obama and like everything, they come together at us, they come and attack us, they're trying to not make us who we are anymore. The fact that
They're trying to come inside us.
yeah,
Yeah,
the fact that
that's
they're
what demons do. Demons come inside of you, not real ones.
not real ones. Real ones, we should accept anything. We should accept who we are. We should accept that you can be you. I feel like that's the most important part of us. And the fact that trusting each other, that's the first step. Trusting each other is the very first step that makes this all possible. So if we can't trust each other, I don't think that there's any point in us to keep doing this.
Well said.
Thank you.
Well, very well said.
Really.
That
So
goes for the audience as
Well,
well. You guys trust us, we trust you.
On top of that, I would just love to add that one time when I was 12, on a very fateful day, I was at the town pool, and I ran straight through the woman's bathroom playing hide and seek. It changed me forever.
I can only imagine how traumatizing that was.
Yeah, I saw. Sorry, I saw a vagina.
Oh my god.
That's horrible.
You know what? I'd actually consider. Would you rather see old man balls or a vagina? That's really the question you have to ask yourself.
I think both are very traumatizing. Both are very droopy and wrinkly and wet and disgusting. But I think I think the main factor comes down to your sexual preference, which
Listen, let me just.
we will not judge.
I think if you're real, you don't have a sexual preference. You don't have sex at all. You find that robots and all these things, they're meshing up your brain, and I think sex is something made up by the government to get you to make less real people. I think that's something that's important.
I think Big
Sure.
T has a great point in saying that, and it's I think we need to realize that everything that happens in today's society is all related back to the government trying to turn us into mindless, brainless, feral animals
It's very well
so they
said.
can have all the powers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and in the end, isn't that the most important part? Just rejecting the government.
Mm.
As long as we have each other to fight against this evil demonic force, we will be a-okay.
Mm-hmm. And
I think that just about ends it.
this is
Yeah.
what I think the perfect way to end this. Just
A
sitting on
nice-
about an hour, I think it's just about time to conclude this segment of the podcast.
We will
It's
like
been
to
a wonderful,
Been a
wonderful episode with Al Canal.
Al Canal. Next time, because you will check us out next time. Here's a little not clickbait. Here's a little enticing thing. Next time, we're gonna tell you the story of how Al Canal got his, how he got his persona. Next time, next podcast.
Also,
Thank you.
Yeah.
special guest next podcast.
Maybe special guest
Maybe.
next podcast.
Maybe
We
permanent. I don't know.
We
Maybe.
need to sort out something with his legal team, but as soon as we do that, we can see him full time.
Anyway,
Thank you all.
will see you guys later. Keep it real. Goodbye.
Keep it real.
And
Real.
stay woke.
For real. On G.
For real.